Is money the biggest motivator in life? I would say absolutely not. Nothing is more motivational than freedom and your time freedom. So in this video, I want to talk about what motivation is and isn't. Number two, what are the most financially successful people really motivated and drawn to? And the last thing is, how do you align your wealth building goals, if you have any, with what truly is motivating you? So let's begin. What is motivation and what it is not? Now, I built the gap analysis to actually help you understand what motivation is. So to start, I want to download my Millionaire Maker version 2 book. I want you to read up to chapter 3 to what's called the gap analysis. The gap analysis is designed for intrinsic motivation. See, I can't motivate you. Only you can motivate you. I can influence you. I can create aspirations for you. I can double your goals, but only you can do the intrinsic motivation and the internal motivation of what gets you up every morning to move. So the baseline is where you are today, right? Your Freedom Day goal is what I call it. Your financial goal is what you want. When those goals are set properly, there's a motivational tension saying, I'm done with this. I want this. You can apply this to your health and say, this is your health baseline. This is what I want in my health. And again, inside of that is a plan. Now, if it's an inappropriately set goal, you're going to be motivated for about a day or two and then realize it's impossible. The stretch is too far. If it's too low, you'll think you can get it done at any time. So it's got to be kind of an appropriate motivational tension, I call it, to actually get you up and say, I'm done with this. I want this. Some of you do. I'll use health as an example. Some of you have absolutely audacious goals on what you want to reach, from weight loss to being more hydrated to sleep, and it's not going to happen in 30 days. So when you don't see it happening, your motivation wanes and you fall away. So make sure you're paying attention to all the gaps in your life. That's where your motivation is going to come from. Now, when it comes to money as a motivator, it's usually not the money. It's the result of what money's going to get you. It's going to buy your freedom. If you're employed and you want to quit your job, it's going to buy your time back. It's going to buy you a team. It's going to buy you wealth, because the more you make, the more you can invest. And that's the pattern of financially successful people. Money buys you options. It buys you security. It buys you a home, which could be part of your security. It buys you the travel that you want to do. It buys you business trips, not vacations. It buys you a lot. I always say making new money is the answer to most problems. Actually, creating revenue is the answer to most problems. Most financially stuck people, they're actually looking at what's not happening in their life more than what's possible in their life. So let me give you an example. Most people that are worried about getting out of debt or living debt-free, they spend more time on what I call credit card Russian roulette. They're moving their cards from interest charged accounts at 18, 20, 23% to 0% finance cards. And then you rotate again. You're spending so much time creatively on the wrong part of the equation. You're looking at the debt versus how do you create more money. If you would take 1% of that time that you worry and fret and have fear around what am I going to do, and actually turn that into positive motivation of what can you do? What can you do to make money today? And not thinking of big inventions and big, capital intensive projects. Just today. You all have this. You have an amazing brain. You could consult today. What could you teach somebody today? Like today, I could teach you about money. I could teach you about business. I could teach you about marketing and charge for it. All of you have the same ability. You just haven't thought about monetizing it properly. What does the most financially successful people use for their motivation? Number one, it's freedom. They also use legacy. A lot of our clients want a legacy for them and their family. They're not just going to leave all the money that they're creating in their lifetime to a bunch of spoiled trust fund babies. They want charity. They do philanthropy. We do a ton of different work, a variety of different areas to give money away. My entire career, your kids have been our legacy and our charity. So you come as a client so we can teach you how to set up a new plan for yourself financially, a generational wealth plan, a legacy plan, and then that goes to your kids who need to learn about it and not, again, have trust fund babies. Some financially successful people are motivated by mastery. So I, early in my career, wanted to be a bestseller. Did I ever think I'd be 6 and maybe 7 coming in the next, few years? Don't know. That was not part of my goal. That came as just part of being successful, part of creating mastery. The biggest motivation for the work I have done over the last 26 years at the big table is changing your conversation about money at your kitchen table, which means that it has to be family oriented. It has to be here. So another thing I want you to do right now to that point is I want you to subscribe to this channel. I want you to click that notification button, and I want you here 5 days a week. So as you're here, you want to grab the journal that's in the show notes. You want to take notes on the day, the video, what'd you learn, and what are you going to do about it? And start bringing this conversation into the household. Kids 5 years old and up can be on this channel and engage in the conversation, but you have to lead it, parents. So how do you align your wealth building goals with what really motivates you? Because one of the biggest excuses I say, well, money's not important to me. It's maybe not important to you, but it's the highest impact of your life. If you have no money, you don't eat. You don't have any money to pay for your cell phone. You don't have money for clothes. You don't have money for your kids. So to say that is sort of a very ignorant statement because it's impact. The impact of having money and understanding enough about it is vital. In my Yes Energy book, I give you an equation for how to stay motivated, how to stay in that yes energy, even when the worst of circumstances in your life. So pick up my Yes Energy book and look at the formula I created. That's my Yes Energy formula. So take some parts of it if it resonates for you, or make your own Yes Energy formula. You have to decide that you want the wealth building, you want the goal, you want the legacy, you want the time freedom, you want to have the money to do what you want when you want. So if you have any questions at any point in this channel, go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL, ask a question, make a request. We'll be back tomorrow.